Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to create Salesforce Apex class in a way so that the constructor can be called only once. If you wanted to create an Apex class in Salesforce so that the object can be instantiated only once in a transaction, then we can make use of Singleton pattern. Singleton pattern avoids repetition of or repeatedly calling the constructor or uh, or repeatedly instantiating the class by creating an object. So let's see how we can make use of the singleton pattern in Salesforce Apex so that we can avoid instantiating the same Apex class constructor again and again. So let's look at this simple Apex class. I have private static sample class obj instance is equal to null. So I have set this private static variable to null. So here only I am setting the object instance for this particular same class. And I have two variables str1 and str2. Both are of string data type. I have a constructor where I am making it as private because I don't want to call this constructor using singleton pattern. I wanted to call the constructor only once so that it is instantiating only once. Next, I have public static sample class, the same class name, get instance. So this is a method I'm declaring, and I'm first checking whether the obj instance variable value is equal to null. So here by default it is null. So yes, it is null. So it will initiate the class here and then it will return obj instance. So once it calls the sample class constructor, it is setting string1, string2, and it is calling a system.debug statement inside constructor. So this is my simple class. So let's see how to call this method or how to call this class multiple times, but the constructor is called only once. So here I have a simple for statement. So 3 times it will call this sample class get instance method. So this is the get instance method which will return the object for sample class. So first time it will go and call this get instance method. It will check whether the obj instance is equal to null. Yes, so the constructor is called and the constructor is returned, or the object variable is returned. Next, again I have two system.debug statements to print what is the value of str1 and str2. Next, again it will go and call the same sample class.get instance, but here it will fail because obj instance is not equal to null. Here I am using equal to null, so it is not equal to null, so it will return the same constructor which was called and then which created an object for this sample class. So 3 times it will display what is the value for string1, string2, and the constructor will be called only once because here I'm just have a condition and checking whether it is equal to null. So second time it is not equal to null, so it will not initiate the constructor. So using this singleton pattern, we can avoid calling the constructor again and again and avoid instantiating the class again and again. So let's execute this. Let's check the debug statement. So the constructor is called only once, but it did iterate that for loop thrice. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 by 2 is 6 by 3 is 2. 6 by 2 is 3. So 3 times it tried to initiate the class, but it didn't, because here we have a condition and we are avoiding instantiating the same class again and again. So using this singleton pattern, we can improve the performance. If you have any SOQL inside your constructor, it will avoid calling the same SOQL again and again. So you can also avoid 101 SOQL exception in Salesforce. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.